Welcome to your daily breakdown of the news that matters for the civil services exam. Let's get straight into the key developments you need to know.
So, here's what's on our radar today. We're kicking things off with a major new defense pact between India and the US. Then we'll dive into a really important Supreme Court ruling on legal rights. After that, it's the latest from the political battlefield and some crucial on-the-ground governance issues. Let's get started.
First up, we're heading to the international stage. There's been a really significant move that's set to deepen one of India's most important strategic partnerships. And here it is. This landmark agreement was signed over in Kuala Lumpur by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. Now, this isn't just a simple renewal. It's a huge deal because it really sets the strategic tone for the India-U.S. relationship for the next decade.
Okay, let's break down what's actually in this thing. You can see it's a comprehensive 10-year roadmap, and it builds on India's status as a major defense partner from back in 2016. But look at the scope. This is what's really key. It's not just about land, sea, and air anymore. The inclusion of space and cyberspace tells you everything you need to know about where modern security challenges are heading. This quote from the defense minister really gets to the heart of it. He's framing this partnership as absolutely essential for regional stability. And that phrase, a free, open, and rules-bound Indo-Pacific, that's diplomatic code, and it's so important. For your exams, you're going to want to remember that phrase because it's a very clear signal of the shared strategic vision here. Okay, so from the global stage, let's bring our focus back home. We're turning to a landmark decision from India's Supreme Court, one that has a huge impact on a fundamental legal right. So here's the big question that was on the table, and it really gets to the core of our justice system. The Supreme Court has now given a definitive no. And believe me, it's a significant moment for the legal profession and really for every single citizen. Now, to really grasp what the court decided, we've got to be crystal clear on this concept: lawyer-client privilege. Think of it as a legal shield. It's what ensures you can speak freely and honestly with your lawyer without fear of it being used against you. And this isn't just some old tradition. It's now explicitly protected right there in Section 132 of the new Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam. And here's the thing, the court's reasoning was incredibly strong. They literally call the idea of forcing a lawyer to talk outrageous. Why? Because it tramples all over a client's right against self-incrimination. But it doesn't stop there. The ruling also protects the lawyer's own fundamental rights to practice their profession and live with dignity. It's a powerful defense of the entire lawyer-client relationship.
So why does this matter so much? Well, this isn't just some technical legal point. It's fundamental. It's about ensuring fair trials and upholding the rule of law. By protecting this privilege, the Supreme Court has basically reinforced the bedrock principle that you cannot be forced to testify against yourself, period. Not directly and not indirectly through your lawyer. All right, time to switch gears and dive into the dynamic and, let's be honest, often contentious world of Indian politics. So in the Bihar Assembly election, you can see two totally different strategies playing out. On one side, the NDA is rolling out this broad buffet of promises: jobs, infrastructure, entrepreneurship, you name it. But then you look at the Mahagathbandhan, and they have zeroed in on one single, incredibly powerful promise: a government job for every family. It's a classic political choice, isn't it? Broad development versus a very targeted welfare guarantee. Next up, we have this really sharp exchange that puts federal tensions right under the spotlight. The Prime Minister's comments at a rally in Bihar sparked a very quick and very strong response from Tamil Nadu's chief minister. Mr. Stalin accused the PM of inciting enmity, which, especially during an election, raises some serious questions about political rhetoric and national unity. And now let's turn to Delhi's air pollution crisis, where the issue is, surprise, surprise, caught in a political crossfire. You've got the AAP accusing the ruling BJP of literally manipulating air quality data. The chief minister shot back, calling the claims nonsensical. It's a classic case of the political blame game, where a serious public health issue is at risk of getting lost in all the noise. Okay, so from those high-level political battles, let's zoom in a bit and focus on issues that are directly hitting citizens at the municipal level. This right here is such a critical issue in urban governance: the fair treatment of municipal workers. The heart of the recent strike was this massive pay disparity. I mean, think about it. People doing the exact same job but earning thousands less per month just because of the zone they work in. Now, the strike is off and a committee has been promised, but it really highlights the systemic challenges our cities face in managing their workforces fairly. So, while the politicians argue, let's look at the actual data on Delhi's air. And there's some good news, sort of. The AQI has dropped significantly from a very poor 373 down to 218. But, and this is a big but, 218 is still in the poor category. So even with this improvement, the air quality remains a major health concern for everyone living there.
All right, let's pull all of this together and get it ready for your revision.
Okay, this is your revision card for the day. For prelims, you need to lock in these key facts: the 10-year India-US Defense Pact and Section 132 of the BSA. Simple. For mains, you need to think about the bigger concepts at play here. Things like strategic partnerships, judicial review, federal tensions, and the challenges of urban governance.
And we'll leave you with this question to think about. How do all these seemingly separate events actually connect? An international agreement, a Supreme Court ruling, a political promise, a municipal strike. These aren't just isolated headlines. They're all threads in the larger story of India's journey. That's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow.